What was once old is new again. Nox Archaist.
Welcome to the Nox Archaist tutorials. In this video, I want to talk about horses, how to buy them, and how to ride them. I'm in Surteld Castle right now, and I know that there is a horse trader in this castle over to the west. So if I go over there, there he is, and you can see he's got his nice paddock full of horses there. So let me talk to him. Welcome to Harn's Livery. My barn has the most reliable horses, only 154 gold. Deal? Sure. All right. So now that I've bought a horse, here I am riding it. And one thing about riding horses is it's actually a lot faster than walking, especially if you yell at the horse to get it to run faster. So right now I just have it in walking mode, and here it's just the same as if my characters were walking. But let's go outside and we'll hit the yell key. One more point about horses, you never want to actually bring them into a town or city and leave them there, because there are horse thieves everywhere inside the towns and it'll get stolen right away. So you always want to leave your horse tethered outside of a town or castle. So let's go out now and explore around. Here I'm outside the castle and I'm just walking around on my horse. If I hit the Y key for yell, then my horse will actually move 2 squares at a time every time I hit one of the movement keys. And this is useful both for moving quickly between regions, but it's also useful for evading enemies because they won't be able to keep up. So I can just go around here. Whoop, there's a thunderstorm. I definitely want to avoid that. So there's a snake right there, and if I just hit the space bar to let him catch up a little bit. Now, when I move, he's trying to catch up, you can see, but he's falling further and further behind. So this is a great way to evade foes that you don't really want to fight. However, if you do, then you can just slow down again by hitting the Y key. One other cool thing that you can do with horses is actually jump across rivers. So if I'm over here in the mountains and I come across the river here, normally with my characters, I wouldn't be able to get across because I would take damage. However, if I hit the J key and then the down arrow, I can actually jump across the river just like that. This is a great way to both get across rivers, but again, if enemies are pursuing you, it's also a great way to shake off that pursuit. Now, rivers aren't actually much of an obstacle to horses anyway. In fact, if I turn off yell, I can actually just walk in the river for as long as I want. However, the jump key is useful because it lets you actually move 2 squares at once. It may be possible to find more exotic mounts in Nox Archaist. However, those aren't easily available and you'll have to discover those for yourself. So in this video, we've shown how to purchase horses. We've also talked about how you should never bring them into a town or castle after you bought them. You should always leave them tethered up outside. And finally, we've talked about the yell key, or Y, which lets you go faster on a horse or mount, both to evade pursuit and also to get from place to place more quickly. And then finally, we talked about jumping across rivers with the J key. Now that you know everything about horses, let's giddy up and get to the next adventure.